Imagine a scenario where a significant investment in renewable energy infrastructure is suddenly slashed, leaving stakeholders puzzled and concerned about the future of sustainable development. That's exactly what happened when the Trump administration decided to cut $679 million in funding for offshore wind projects. This move has sparked debate and raised questions about the direction of energy policy in the United States. On September 2, 2025, the U.S. Department of Transportation made the announcement that they were terminating and withdrawing funds from 12 port and infrastructure upgrade projects designed to support offshore wind initiatives. The decision came after a thorough review of all discretionary grant programs, revealing that these particular grants did not align with the administration's current goals and priorities. Among the defunded projects were the Sparrows Point Steel Marshalling Port Project, which had received $47.3 million through the Port Infrastructure Development Program. The Arthur Kill Terminal in New York allocated $48 million in PIDP funds, and the Humboldt Bay Offshore Wind Heavy Lift Multipurpose Marine Terminal, which was awarded $426.7 million under the Nationally Significant Freight and Highway Projects funding. According to the Department of Transportation, the Trump administration has shifted its focus to rebuilding America's shipbuilding capacity, promoting more traditional forms of energy, and leveraging the country's natural resources for domestic energy production. They also stated that any available funding from these terminated projects would be reallocated to address urgent port upgrades and other essential infrastructure needs across the nation. This funding rollback is just one of several actions taken by President Donald Trump to roll back federal support for offshore wind energy. In August 2025, the U.S. Department of Commerce initiated an investigation into wind turbine imports, potentially paving the way for new tariffs. Additionally, the administration rescinded all wind energy areas designated by the previous Biden administration for future lease sales on the U.S. Outer Continental Shelf. Earlier in the month, the Department of the Interior issued a stop work order for the 700-megawatt Revolution Wind project and indicated its intention to revoke the approved construction and operations plan for U.S. Wind's 2.2-gigawatt Maryland offshore wind project off the coasts of Maryland and Delaware. U.S. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy emphasized that the administration's decision reflects a commitment to revitalizing the maritime industry rather than supporting what he calls wasteful wind projects. He criticized the Biden administration for diverting transportation funds towards a Green New Scam agenda, while neglecting the needs of the shipbuilding sector. In response, 5 Democratic governors from the northeastern United States, Kathy Hochul of New York, Maura Healey of Massachusetts, Ned Lamont of Connecticut, Dan McKee of Rhode Island, and Phil Murphy of New Jersey, issued a joint Labor Day statement opposing the Trump administration's offshore wind policies. They urged the administration to honor previously granted offshore wind permits and allow the projects to proceed. The governors argued that reversing these commitments endangers jobs and undermines years of progress, potentially giving foreign competitors an edge. They also warned that canceling fully permitted projects could deter investors and lead to higher interest rates, ultimately increasing the financial burden on taxpayers. This controversy highlights the ongoing debate between renewable energy advocates and those who prioritize traditional energy sources. As we navigate this landscape, it's crucial to consider both environmental sustainability and economic stability. What do you think? Should the government invest more in renewable energy or focus on traditional energy sources?